I, oh, yo, we like it, sang. G, senor, yo, we like it, sang. My country people, it is Randy Cool from Zion Digital Driving School, your favorite instructor again. I have this my young man that left us here from Zion. He's now driving his own car. Then the man called me and was like, sir, I don't know, my car consumes when I'm driving it, but when my uncle takes it, he comes back and he says it's not consuming. So I had to go and meet him so that he can drive. Let me understand what is happening. I discover, say, the man they change gear very late, and it seriously cause consumption when you change gear late. So today we will talk now when to shift gears, mean when to shift. How you go do know if time don't reach for come up for gear 1, go for gear 2, or come up for gear 2 to 3, and so on and so forth. So I hope when I don't grab on a chair, make you sit down, we talk about the gear shift. When to shift your gear, first of all, you get for do for professional drivers, you get speed where you feel use them, you get sound where the engine they make, and so many other things. So we go now for the first one. If you want to use now your speedometer, when I talk speedometer, my shift so that when I feel understand. For that other people, they know they we. Now, when they talk about speedometer, this side for board where you see from 0 to 220. This one now the speedometer. Then this one for this side now, so now tachometer. I hope you understand. Tachometer, speedometers. So how to use your speedometer? Now, from gear 1 to gear 2, or from your first gear to your second gear, when you are in between 10 kilometers to 20 kilometers, it is already appropriate for you to shift your gear. That's depending on the strength of your engine, because we get some money the way if you change an aviator, go worry, you need potential and climb again to 30 first before you even change them. So as we talk, second to third between 20 kilometers to 40 kilometers, gear 3 or to 4, you feel come out 40 to 60, gear 4 to 5, 60 to 80. That's if you get to use now your speedometer, meaning it will come back for that diagram, meaning you don't see your 20, your 40. So if you don't start your motor, you will call the motor, you go gear 1. Vroom. If you remember fine, that first one they say gear 1 to gear 2 now, in between 20 and 40 kilometers. Means when this need they don't reach in between for you feel switch to gear 2. Then for gear 2, because when you switch to gear 2, this needle will fall back. So when this needle fall, you go for 2 now. How you do change from 2 to 3? That means now this needle will start climb as you accelerate, it go up. Now in between 40 and 60, you switch now to gear 3, and so on and so forth, because anytime we change out, the needle will only fall back. Now you get way to where they call and say tachometer. As I be shown for that previous one, tachometer now this one for this site, where once you accelerate, the needle will go up very fast, come down depending on your level of acceleration. So now the tachometer this. When you see 0 na 0, each of this number is multiplied by 1,000. So make you understand. If you see 1 here, listen out, they talk now 1,000. If na 2, na 2,000, 3, and so on, so they will reach for 10,000 revolution per second. Because when per minute, if you see they call an RPM, that RPM na revolution, this revolution per minute, it simply talk about the number of time when your engine is spin per minute. So once you put food for fire, your food you know say that engine is spin 2,000 times each minute as your food day for this. So now what's that when they call a tachometer? Now they you know speed for motor. Okay. From gear 1 to gear 2, how to estimate, and they say within 2,000 to 2,500, meaning say once you don't see as this your tachometer don't climb so they reach around 2,000. This is 2,000 2,500 na this for here. If you climb reach here na 3,000. Meaning say once it climb, it go too up. At that point, you go hear sound of the engine, the change, the shout, whoa, as they say, some people they listen with ear. So to change from 1 to gear 2 is within 2,000 revolution per minute to 2,500 revolution per minute. It means that this needle go day around the center for here. For this case, this is now using your tachometer. Same thing if you go for gear 2, this tachometer they fall down. Before you want to reach up here, again, you want to reach around here, that's between 2,000 to 3,000, you change it again to the next gear. So I believe that one will be the best way we explain them for that white man book. But for me, my advice is best to listen to the engine or watch the tachometer. See you.